This is your weekly dose of trivia. How's it going, everybody? Tickets Please here, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed we might be able to make things work. Apparently, Jackbox systems are struggling right now, and there are people that normally do Jackbox that are doing GeoGuessr. Hopefully, we can get through this stream here and not have to deal with an issue of having to postpone things till Thursday afternoon. But let's do quick shout-outs. Don Paulione shouted me out 18 days ago. Just How Dull followed me out 8 days ago. And I received shout-outs from OG and HJ the Second earlier, so there's that working. All right. We're going to take a shot here. We're going to take a risk.
Are you
60 seconds.
Hey, Helen. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Hi, guys.
Give me one hot second. We'll get this going here. But this is a good sign. There we go. And off we go.
No, you know what? We're not doing sports today.
Well, Gordy said
I'm sorry that Gordy told you that. I'm going to fire him right now.
Say, has anyone seen my lunch?
Hello, how many people would like to play the game? We're playing solo. All right then, let's have a name.
Okay, Cookie. Watch
Threw
it.
half of my lunch away? Ray!
Okay, you want to do a 7-question game or do you want 21? 1,000.
30 seconds.
Okay, you have the letter B as your buzzer. That's B as in who's buying the beer tonight?
You are.
Yeah, I'm doing what you feel
Can't have the
like
wires
doing.
looking like this.
20 seconds.
They need to be.
Hey, we got 20. All right, a question comes on the screen. You think you know the answer, you buzz in, you pick one of the choices on the screen. You with me? Good.
Yep.
10
Good luck.
seconds. Just find me after the show. Okay, let's lose the desktop, please. 7. And go to black. 6.
The
Buzz, get ready.
Brewing Kit is
All right.
available at many fine hardware and plumbing stores.
Here we go.
Beer Whiz. Ask for it by name.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, all right. How you doing? Welcome
Hi,
to the
Goofy
show.
Goober.
The game of solitaire. I gotcha. Hey, I'm here alone too. So let's get it on. All right, go ahead and pick one. Category. Nothing compares to His Holiness. This one's gonna be $3,000. Okay, take a shot at this. If Senator Sinead O'Connor were to try to maneuver her way into the position of Pope, what title would she share with other illegal claimants or pretenders to the papal throne? Unpope, faux pope, false pope, or anti-pope? Anti-pope.
Yeah, there you go.
Anti-popes were dangerous threats in centuries past, cause when popes and anti-popes touch, there's a huge explosion.
Interesting way to start
How
your
about it?
Sunday.
The category. The category is having fun the medieval way. And this one's worth $2,000. Okay, eyes focus on this picture. Look closely now and tell me which title best describes these armed gentlemen. War of the Ring Around the Rosies, The Song of Roulette, Knights of the Merry-Go-Round Table, or Holy Roller Coaster?
I think it's 3.
They look like Knights of the Round Table, and they're on a merry-go-round.
Charge, noble knights! Alas, sire, we can do naught but go round in circles.
And the horse keeps going up and down, too.
Me too. Yeah, mine too.
Take your pick. What do you say?
Question 3.
Okay, coming up, this category is sit on it, but don't rotate. And
All right.
This one's gonna be worth $1,000. All right, fingers limbered, cause here comes the question. If you literally had your head stuck where the sun don't shine, what would you expect to happen to the pupils in your eyes? They would atrophy, they would constrict, they would deflate, or they would dilate. Constrict? A sphincter does what? Wow, you really do have your head stuck there. When you stick your head where the sun don't shine, your pupils would expand to let in as much light as possible. In other words, they would dilate.
I
But
thought
think the real
dilate
question
meant
here
it
is,
would
aren't
be
you just a
what
little
would
too
happen if you
serious
got
about
light
your
shining
yoga?
into your eyes in the first place.
Okay, pick a category.
Hallelujah. Bow your heads and pray to Thor.
And this category is, what are little girls made of again? $2,000 riding on this one. Check this out. DNA is to Twizzler as mitochondrion is to Jelly Belly, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, Heath Bar, or Hershey's Kiss. The mitochondrion is a cell organelle shaped like a jelly bean. Scientists think they may have once been independent bacteria, but now they live in our cytoplasm. Dig in, kids.
Lovely.
Come on, we need a category.
Numero 5, and you don't know Jack.
And we call this one Haiku, buddy. 2 G's for a right answer. It's time to fill in the blank.
All
Rub
right.
those fingers. When you know the answer, buzz in and start typing. Name the TV character of Asian descent who might have written this haiku poem. Prepare for warp speed. Warp speed at your damn self. I'm beaming out of here.
Asian descent. Alright, so it's George Takei in the original Star
Interested,
Trek.
Here's the right answer. The starship
Sulu,
Enterprise's
it's Sulu.
chief navigator, Mr. Sulu. You know, a lot of people really like Sulu's clothes on that show, but I always thought they were pretty decay. Alright, go ahead and pick one. This category is XYZ PDQ. Get this right, get $2,000. Get your fingers ready. Here's one coming at you. In the 1980s, if someone caught you with their SLR discussing the S&P with a CFO and reported you to the SEC of what might you be accused? Sexual harassment, filibustering, espionage, or insider trading?
I think that would probably be insider trading.
Someone caught you talking about the stock market with the chief financial officer and then rats to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Sure, you'll go to jail. A special jail. One of those ruthless jails with a golf course and a croquet team.
Just ask Martha Stewart.
Take your pick. What do you say?
The 7 o'clock news with question 7.
And this questions category is Mad Dogs and English Women. This might be a hard one. $3,000. Okay, now listen up. You're driving down King's Road in London when your cab accidentally sprays a pedestrian with mud and, oh no, it's Princess Di. As you drive away, you can see the fair princess waving her fist in the air and cursing wildly. Noting her anger, what might your cabbie call her? A Tweety, a cheeky Chelsea, a dim Duchess, or a shirty bird?
Maybe a dim Duchess?
No, Duchess is obsolete slang for a lady who has sex with her shoes on. I'm sure Squidgy is much kinkier than that. Too bad you didn't pick this. Shirty is British slang for angry, and a bird is a girl. I guess Di would be pretty pissed after a mud splash, but hey, at least a bird didn't shirt on her.
Oh, wow.
How about it? We need a category. An outstanding selection.
Dis or
Because under
dat?
that category is one major league point-racking question. The dis or dat. Here's a category for this dis or dat. I think, therefore I shoot people. Okay, I'm gonna read off the names of 7 people, and for each one I want you to tell me whether they're a famous philosopher or a television detective.
So a philosopher or a TV
Philosopher, press
detective?
1. If it's a television detective, press 2. And to skip, press 4. You get 500 for each right answer, and 500 off for each one you get wrong or that you don't get to. Alright, let me see 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Banachek, philosopher, or TV detective.
You're a detective.
Come on.
Philosopher.
Kojak,
You're a detective.
Kierkegaard,
Philosopher?
Young,
You're a philosopher.
Mike Hammer.
Detective.
Last one, John Locke.
Philosopher.
That's all she wrote. Perfect, and with time to spare, here you go.
I mean, I'll take it after that last
Here's a little
question,
sugar
but
for ya. Let's move on.
I'm really hoping for something
Come on,
else.
we need a category.
And it's not going to be a thing, apparently.
The category is actresses with big brown eyes. Okay, the right answer nets you $1,000. Wow, these adaptations and updates are really getting out of hand. Imagine this. There's a new version of Madame Bovary called Madame Bovine that's designed to appeal to today's cow. Based on her counterpart's behavior, what is Madame Bovine likely to do? Have affairs with other bulls, kill her own calf, disguise her udder so she can join the army, or marry a sheep in spite of barnyard prejudice.
Bovine.
Too bad you didn't choose this. She's gonna have affairs with other bulls. Say what
Oh.
you will, I think Demi Moore's gonna be all over this script. Alright, go ahead and pick one. The category. No, I'm not happy to see you. $2,000 for right answer. Hey, remember that movie High Noon with all the guns and shooting and stuff? What would happen if the climax of High Noon happened at the time that is the literal translation of the Latin root noon? Bruce Willis kicks a guy's ass at 1 o'clock, Charles Bronson kills street scum at midnight, Clint Eastwood makes his day at 10 o'clock, or Gary Cooper shoots varmints at 9 o'clock.
Gary Cooper, right?
In Latin, nonus means 9, so Gary Cooper would have his show down at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, thank you.
All right,
It's
varmint,
because
draw.
I've seen High Noon. It's one of my favorite westerns.
Now it's time for pancakes.
Alright, we've been through round 1, let's get on to round 2. Okay, pay attention, because all the questions
Yeah,
in
definitely
round
time to
2 are
rustle
worth
some
more
up, that's for
money.
sure.
Okay, pick a category.
It's 11 minus 1 plus 2 minus 1 is 11.
Category, let's do it. Another reason not to visit Michigan. We got $4,000 on the table. Hey, did you know that modern cornflakes were the invention of the Kellogg brothers? If Mikey of Life cereal fame had the reaction to his breakfast food that Dr. Kellogg had wanted from the original cornflake eaters, what would happen? Mikey would compulsively eat tons of cereal. Mikey would
I
have a lower
think
sex drive.
there
Mikey
was a
would be
film
cured of
about
polio,
this.
Or Mikey's head
The
would
whole point of it
explode.
was supposed to be to lower the sex drive.
Dr. Kellogg believed that a vegetarian diet consisting of his flakes would lower one's sex drive.
He likes her. Hey, Mikey. Oh, man, I need a cold shower and a bowl of flakes. Quick!
Take your pick. What do you say?
12. Celebrity voice impersonated.
All right, next up.
Yeah, the film, in case you're wondering, is called Road to Wellville.
Fun with onomatopoeias.
I have no idea how good it is or anything, but it's
okay,
the
clear
name
your
of
eyes,
it.
free your mind, cause here we go. What's the German word for this sound? Puff, plush, bong, or stup?
I mean, it couldn't be as simple as saying bang, right? This is German, not English.
Oh, you went out with a whimper. Puff is the German word for bang. No matter what language we speak, we all appreciate a good bang.
Sure.
How about it? We need a category.
I love 13, number 13. Oh-ho.
This one's gonna be... Dots aren't just for eyes. And this one's worth $4,000. Okay, hit your buzzer when you know the answer and then type it in. You know, I'm trying to remember. What's the name of that thing? You know, you use it in a sentence. You use it when there's no conjunction. It relates the two independent clauses in a compound sentence. It kind of looks like a period with a tail. What is it called? Okay, let's see if... Comma? You mean as in wrong, comma, you bonehead? Let me take a second of my time to show you what's right. A semicolon is sometimes used between the two clauses of a compound sentence instead of a conjunction. It's also used when you don't have the strength to write a full colon.
A period with a tail. It doesn't say two periods, one with a tail. I think I'm pissed about this question now.
We wish you a number 14 and a happy Hanukkah.
Category: poor anger management and a good beat. Get this right, you're bringing home $6K. Hey, time to check out the police blotter. Let's see. It says... Domestic dispute over destroyed noisemaker quickly escalated to violence, but broke up before officers arrived. Currently investigating related reports of large avian. Who are the perps? Tweedledum and Tweedledee, Jack Sprat and his wife, Punch and Judy, or Peter Pumpkin Eater and his wife.
Large avian. A big bird.
Shoulda picked this. According to the rhyme in the Alice in Wonderland books, Tweedledum and Tweedledee had a fight that was broken up by a big crow. But that was nothing compared to the argument they had over the track lighting. All
We'll
right,
save that for another
one.
time, I guess.
And we call this one, If I Had Wanted Feathers on My Ass, I'd Have Worn a Boa. $4,000 behind this one. Hang on tight, cause here we go. If Christopher Wren were in fact a wren, what might you expect to be true about him? He wouldn't sing so much as scream, he would do aerial reconnaissance, he would build especially beautiful nests, or he would hang out with a teddy bear.
Okay, forced Christopher Robin, so it can't be that.
Now the correct answer is... Sir Christopher
Beautiful
Wren
nest.
was a great architect, so he would build especially nice nests. I heard he's got a little twig and mud number in London that's to die for. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, chest
Gibberish question.
Floor.
It's time for
All right, this gibberish category is The Flight of the Bumblebee. And we're starting off with 10K on this gibberish question. You got 30 seconds for this, and I'm taking away the prize money a little at a time, so buzz in as soon as you know it. Okay, now tell me, with what famous phrase does this
Famous
rhyme?
phrase.
Use some B-salve, the throb numb. And don't be throbbed up by the punctuation.
Use some
First
B-salve
clue,
with
it's a
Rob
line
Numb.
from a movie. A movie about the space program. It's coming out! Go crazy! Type in your... I guess this is where I
Period
make you
with a
crack
tail,
about you having the
comma,
right
not
stuff.
semicolon.
Take your pick. What do you say? Okay. Okay, coming up, this category is the way to really fly. Get it right, get 2,000 bucks. Okay, get your fingers ready, let's get busy. If you were to fly out of Orly Airport, have a layover in Heathrow Airport, and then land in Dulles Airport, where would you have traveled? New Orleans, Boston and Cannes, Geneva, Glasgow and Philadelphia, Paris, London and Washington, D.C., or Athens, Dublin and Dallas?
Heathrow's in London and Dulles is in D.C.
You would have traveled to Paris, London, and Washington, D.C. Yeah, I know. And boy, are your arms tired.
That wasn't funny in 1970.
All right, go ahead and pick one.
18.
The category is lap it up, I'll take it. Pop a right answer, you got 4K. Okay, hang tight, put your fingers on your buzzers, here's the question. Suppose you go to a strip club for your weekly lap dance, but instead you end up getting a lapidary dance. Who or what is in your lap? A dog, a camel, someone from Lapland, or a stone cutter?
Lapidary. The sad thing is I'm not 100% positive of this. I want to say a camel, but it's not right.
In case you're interested, here's the right answer.
It's a stone cutter.
A lapidary is someone who cuts and polishes precious stones. They must have gotten confused by that whole family jewels thing. Come on, we need a category.
Like a bad Hollywood scene. It was question 19.
And this category is tough guys in skirts. This one's worth $4,001 bills. All right, here we go. What would be the most accurate title for a movie that combines an Arnold Schwarzenegger action film with a romantic musical about a Scottish village that reappears every 100 years? Pumping bagpipes.
That would be Conan the
Last
Brigadoon.
Action. The film Conan the Barbarian meets the 1947 musical Brigadoon. How about it? We need a category.
Fresh Saver. 20.
This category is murder she dumped. We got $4,000 on the table. Get your fingers ready. Here's one coming at ya. If Jessica Fletcher from Murder, She Wrote gave up her mystery writing and pursued a career as a Fletcher, what might the show be renamed? Racket she laced, arrows she made, rugby she played, or tennis balls she had?
I think it's arrows.
Arrows she made.
There you go.
A Fletcher is a maker of arrows. Yeah, that's all we need. She's scary enough without being armed.
Think of how many more of her
Okay,
relatives
pick a
she could end up sending to prison. Accused of murder, and only she can save them. It would be one part Murder, She Wrote and one part
Time for the attack.
Arrow.
As soon as you see two words on the screen that match, hit your buzzer. 2,000 bucks if you're right, 2,000 off if you're wrong. But do not forget, not just any match works.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Just let me have one hit. Okay, I'll give you a hit, and here it comes.
Ice Ice Baby. $99 love balloons. Turning Japanese. Cars. I melt with you. Too Shy. Mickey, you're so fun, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey.
That wasn't an attack, it was a massacre! You ruled on that one, but let's check out your final score! That's the game!
Could have done a bit better.
Woo, you want to lie down? That must have taken something out of you. Well, let me fill back up your electrolyte count with these words.
You don't know Jack!
Thanks all around. Good show. Let's roll commercial, please. And Cookie, what's going on with these players?
Hey, listen, if you want to play again, just let me know whenever you're ready, okay?
Hundreds of independently wealthy Americans are looking for someone to make them feel self-important and less shallow. Don't.
And this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Volume 2. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Stick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright, I think it's time to do a break, and then we'll hit the second game of the day. See you in about 90 seconds or so. Alright, probably the next stream will be next week. I think since things are working fine here and I've done 2 streams in 2 days, I think I'm going to give Thursday a chance to decompress and maybe do a little bit of research on, what's that game? Head Rush. Try to check out all the Milan questions and everything and try to get to the bottom of that once and for all. Find out how many's left and stuff. Yeah. Okay, we need to get back to where we need to be. Alright, looks like we're back. Yeah, I'm not doing the wheel today, but what I am doing is just doing 3 games, and then the last one of the day is going to be the re-ride. My goodness, my tongue is really struggling here a little bit, but we'll get through it in one piece. No, didn't want that one. One more second, we'll have this solved here. No, not the first. It's the second one. Okay. Okay, would hope if this thing would go away here. I'm not trying to do anything crazy, but yeah. Anyway. Here we go. All right, and off we go with the second game.
I came here to count players.
Hi, Ro.
All right then, one it is. Type in your name.
Gotcha.
Gotcha covered.
30 seconds.
No problem. When you want to buzz in, hit the letter B. B is in baby beef.
20 seconds.
Baby beef.
20 seconds. Okay, look, listen. Here's the directions. When a question pops up, you gotta buzz in. Then you pick your answer on the screen and hit the right number on the keyboard. Got it? It is easy. All right, now get out of here.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Wow, look at you playing Jack by yourself. Can I let you in on a little secret? You're gonna win. Now then.
No,
it's
really?
Just you playing this time around, huh? Nothing to be ashamed of. Just don't let it happen again. Well, let's get started.
No promises.
Category, please.
Oh, baby, you're the only one.
And this one is, do you have the receipts for all this crap? Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. If your true love really gave you all the presents cited in the song The 12 Days of Christmas, what would you receive on the 12th day? 10 birds, 12 monkeys, 34 people, 5 rings, 18 birds, 7 fish, 28 people, 5 rings, 23 birds, 50 people, 1 tree, 5 rings, or 42 birds, 16 people, 9 trees, 5 rings. In the 12 days of Christmas, your true love gives 79 gifts on the 12th day, if you count the partridge and the pear tree. So that's 12 days of Christmas, a total of 376 gifts, and one very unusual backyard sale this spring. Okay, I need a category. Coming at you. Don't agitate me with a stick. You get this one right, and it's $3,000. You might think Wall Street city slickers are the only ones arrested for fraudulent financial schemes, but that just isn't the case. Suppose the local butter maid is arrested for churning butter in the same way crooked stockbrokers illegally churn stocks. What would be her offense? Telling people low-yield bonds are butter, filling butter with low-yield high-risk cream, trading butter solely to generate commission, or selling the same butter to 2 people. The buying and selling of stock solely to generate commission, or stock churning, is illegal for brokers.
Yep.
Milkmaids don't often get arrested for churning, because even the craftiest butter scam can't make you much more than like 20 bucks. Believe me, I know.
Personal experience, Cookie?
Okay, pick a category. Son, you best be out of town before I count to 3!
The category is drinking, driving, fighting, and golfing. How does $2,000 sound? Put it in gear, because here we go. Which of these statements is true about both U.S. constitutional amendments and birthdays? The 16th allows you to drive, the 17th allows you to join the military, the 21st allows you to drink, or the 65th allows you to retire?
I think it's number 3.
The 21st Amendment repealed
Yeah, that would be
the 18th
the
Amendment, which created
repealing
prohibition in the
prohibition.
United States, and you can legally drink when you turn 21. Hey, don't I get free drinks? It's my 21st Amendment party, dude. I need a category. Here we have, for 2 months' salary, I could take you bowling. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. So, you know those diamond commercials? You know the ones that ask you how the hell else in the world could 2 months' salary last a lifetime? Well, if you make $36,000 annually and want to spend exactly 2 months' salary on the gift that will last forever, what should you buy? A $3,000 diamond necklace, a $4,000 diamond ring, a $6,000 diamond bracelet, or a $12,000
So we're dividing it by
diamond
6.
earrings?
So it's going to be 6,000.
Oh, beautiful. And all this time I've been spending my salary on frivolous luxury items like food and shelter.
Yeah.
All right, hit me.
Give me one good reason.
I'll give you 5. For your enjoyment, choose your weapon. $1,000 at stake on this one. Okay, now take a look at this analogy and choose the best answer. Star Trek is to phaser as, Get Smart is to blazer, MacGyver is to razor, Cops is to taser, or the Bionic Woman is to laser.
I think that'd be Cops as a taser.
Members of the Enterprise use phasers to stun people, and cops use tasers or stun guns to zap 50,000 volts into people when they're, resisting arrest. Yeah, try using one of them babies when you're playing Star Trek with the neighborhood kids. Okay, I need a category.
6.
This one likes to go by Bob Dylan, the science guy. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Over the years, Bob Dylan has posed us many puzzling questions, and thankfully now science can answer them. Using the Beaufort scale of measurement, which of these Bob Dylan questions could you answer? How hard change is blowing in the wind? How much
Beaufort, I think, has
to
to do with
How many
hurricanes.
roads must... The Beaufort scale is used to rate wind speed. Unfortunately, the Bob Dylan question that science still can't answer is, what did he say?
That's what closed captioning is for, man.
Category.
Come on, baby needs an 8.
7.
Ah, crap.
Well, what do we have here? And you look like one, too. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Think fast. Considering its origin, which word should a true atheist never utter? Goodbye, nice, love, or hello?
Goodbye?
Goodbye comes from the phrase, God be with you. Which is probably why it's so hard to get an atheist off the phone. All right, hit me. You chose wisely, my friend. You
Dis or
just got
dat?
your hands on a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is... Lighten the hell up, both of you. I'm gonna read the names of 7 people, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's the name of a well-known feminist or a member of the band The Violent Femmes. If it's the name of a feminist, press 1. If it's a member of the Violent Femmes, press 2. And press 4 if
Feminist?
you want to
Feminist
skip.
or fem?
I'll give you $500 for
Well,
each
this
right
could be
answer,
challenging.
and 500 will be taken away if you get it wrong or don't get to it. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's dance. Susan B. Anthony.
You're a feminist.
Elizabeth Cady Stanton.
Feminist.
Gordon Gano.
You're fem, probably.
Ryan Ritchie.
Fem.
Betty Friedan.
Feminist.
Victor DeLorenzo.
Fem.
Last one, Gloria
Feminist. I am Roman. Hear me roar.
Goodness gracious, this, that, whatever, you had it down. Take a look at your score. Enjoy your moment. Okay, that's enough. Let's move on.
Acknowledge me. You dang right.
Category.
Hey, wait a minute. Are you guys German spies?
9.
We mean, no.
Okay, give it up for... Even if he is God, he still has to pay for extra sauce. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, you know that Jimmy Buffett song, Cheeseburger in Paradise? Well, I've got this theory. That song's about the Garden of Eden. It's one of them religious allegories. Say God wanted a cheeseburger in paradise. By the time he created all the ingredients, what day of creation would it be? The 4th day, the 5th day, the 6th day, or the 7th day?
That'd be meat, cheese, bread.
See, now, I could have given you some cash if you
Fifth
picked
day?
this.
Oh, 6.
He could make the bun after the 3rd day, but God would have to wait till the 6th day to get the beef and the milk.
Attention, angels, dead people, everyone. This next millennium will have the theme, Wasted Away Again in Margaritaville. You can pick up your tropical shirts from St. Peter.
Category, please.
Okay.
1, 2...
Well, looks like this category is self-inflicted root canals. And we got $3,000 in the pot. Okay, imagine this. You're short on cash, so you rip out your teeth and put them under your pillow. Assuming you've got all your adult teeth and the tooth fairy gives you a quarter per tooth, how much will you make? $2, $5, $8, or $11?
$3, $2.
Bet you wish you'd pick this.
$8.
Normal adults have 32 permanent teeth in their mouths. And at a quarter a pop, that's $8 from the tooth fairy. And who knows, maybe she'll throw in an extra $5 if you can come up with a tonsil or something. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Every question in round 2 is worth twice as much, so we got some serious cash at stake here. Let's get to it. Okay, pick a category. And I believe this one's called, Your Walton Money Is No Good Here. And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Let's see how you handle this one. Say John Boy Walton wants to pull a fast one by passing off outdated Virginia currency as legal tender. What might he try to do? Buy new overalls with some rawhide, buy a new guitar with moonshine, buy a car with buckets of dirt, or buy some groceries with tobacco leaves?
I have no earthly idea.
Good night, John Boy.
Tobacco
was
leaves.
once the official currency of the state of Virginia.
Okay.
Of course, nowadays people pay with the nicotine patch. Okay, I need a category. Let's see what we got going. Politics for the Nickelodeon set. Play your cards right, you win $4,000. All right, you know how cartoons are getting more ridiculous every day? Well, tell me this. I saw this really weird cartoon starring the voice of Ronald Reagan's Secretary of Defense. What was it called? Casper Weinberger, the Friendly Ghost, The Adventures of Mighty Meese, Fat Al Haig, or Don King of the Hill?
Weinberger.
Casper Weinberger was Reagan's Secretary of Defense.
There we go.
He was really into missiles. And as for being ghostly and transparent, I mean, he's a politician. Come on.
Yeah, it kind of goes without saying,
I
honestly.
need a category. Open wide and get ready for 1 gallon milk, dozen eggs, invade Belgium. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Okay, how do you take over the world? Well, a day planner might be a start. On which of these to-do lists would Hitler have checked off every item? Take France, ally with Britain, buy beer, take Austria, pick up shirts, invade Poland, trim mustache, lose Stalingrad, surrender, or get milk bomb Hawaii, call Herman. Hitler took Austria, he invaded Poland, and old newspaper photographs tell us he wore shirts.
Yep.
And what wasn't checked off? Well, he never shaved off that mustache, and he completely forgot to pick up a sense of human decency. Man, I hate that.
Kinda goes without saying, though,
Category,
right?
please. Pucker up for, what were your Nielsen ratings, my lord? And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. If TV stars were royalty, which of these would be considered an abdication? Ellen DeGeneres coming out, Sherry Stringfield leaving ER, Kirstie Alley taking over at Cheers, or Valerie Harper getting her own spin-off? Sherry Stringfield could be said to have abdicated her role on ER when she decided not to return to the series. Voluntarily leaving the #1 rated show on TV. So abdication is another word for stupidity. All right.
I prefer thinking of it as pulling a...
Check out my new shouting calculator. 3 times 5 equals...
Say hello to why the Oval Office
Pulling
is
a-
oval. That is $4,000.
Whoever
grab
that
ya.
guy
And remember in Air
that
Force One,
left
Glenn
NYPD
Close was
Blue
the
and
VP?
joined
Well, if
CSI
Glenn Close becomes
Miami.
president, appoints only women to the cabinet and the Supreme Court, and manages to have an all-female Congress, what kind of government would the U.S. have? A matrocracy, a gynecocracy, a divaocracy, or an ovocracy?
Hey, not everybody can be right, just the winners.
How dare you?
The correct answer is... a gynecocracy is a government of women, which I personally think would be great, but if anyone tries to examine me with a speculum, I'm leaving. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, Elmer Fudd
Gibberish
Dinosaur.
question.
It's time for a Triple S fun.
Your gibberish category for today is, by all means, take the credit card, son. The opening value for this gibberish question is going to be $10K. Now, don't get nervous, but the more time you take, the less cash you get. Okay, heads up. When you know this, buzz in and type it out. With what cliche does this gibberish rhyme? Won't grudge the schnook I
discover.
Go for it. Type
Got
in your
it.
answer.
There you go.
Don't judge a book by its cover, unless it's a Harlequin romance. In that case, I think you're pretty safe.
Yeah, that pretty much tracks.
Okay, I need a category. Shake hands with Gillespie or Dean. Get it right, I'm handing over 2K. Just step up and take a swing at this one. Imagine you get so dizzy that you have to stand leaning with your head against the wall. What is the hypotenuse of the triangle you formed? The floor, the wall, the ceiling, or you?
I believe that would be you.
On a right triangle, the hypotenuse is the opposite side from a right angle, which in this case would be made by the wall and the floor. So the hypotenuse is you, or depending on what made you dizzy, you is high pot in use, or yeah.
Yeah, we get it. We get it, dude.
Category, please. This category is known as Celestial Bodies at the Auto Show. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's rock. Considering what kind of star remains after a supernova explosion, which of these cars might you expect to remain after a super Chevy Nova explosion? A Ford Windstar, a Nissan Pulsar, a Mercury Comet, or a Dodge Stratus?
I think it'd be a pulsar.
After a supernova explosion, the star that remains is called a pulsar. But is there really any such thing as a super Chevy Nova? All right, hit me.
All right. Bit of a movie person, so maybe
I
that's...
introduce the dinosaurs die when Spielberg says they die. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. Put your tray in the upright position. It's time for takeoff. When the dinosaurs first roamed the Earth, what would they have been taught about in grade school? The one continent, the 2 moons, the 3 seas, or the 4 poles?
Maybe... Oh, no, I'm not guessing it. But I'm thinking maybe it's the 3 C's.
For the curious, here's the right answer.
The one
According to
continent.
the theory of Pangea, when the dinosaurs first roamed the Earth, there was only one great big continent. The land broke and drifted apart, forming the continents we're familiar with. And we all know what happened to the dinosaurs. They all went to Hollywood and they're offered very lucrative contracts. I I need a category. This little number's known as Hollywood is full of mathematicians. $2,000 for a correct answer. Hey, you know, maybe with the success of Good Will Hunting, Hollywood will start making a lot of movies about math. What would be a good name for a movie about two straight lines madly in love with each other, yet tragically destined to never be able to touch? Terms of divergent, perpetually perpendicular, parallel lines, separate lives, or the convergent connection?
Parallel lines.
Parallel lines can be extended indefinitely and they will never touch.
Let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. Oh, dearest Liney, why dost thy cursed math teacher say we shall never meet?
Okay, I need a category.
Alright, let's do it. It's Batman time.
Time for the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. You get it right, you get $2,000 in the bank. Get it wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of $2,000. Just one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
Two words that match have to fit this clue. Batman's Rogues Gallery. Alfred, warm up the Batmobile. We have business to take care of.
He was the Penguin. Of course, you might remember Danny DeVito taking that role. Oh yeah, Caesar was the Joker. Hopefully he comes back. There it is. I think Vincent... Oh no, it wasn't. Maybe it was the Egghead. Ethel Merman. I know who she is, I'm just not sure what she'd be. Is it Lola? Eartha Kitt was Catwoman. Meow. He was Louis. Frank Gorshin, I think he was the Riddler. Ethel Merman? It was not the Siren. She was Lola.
Hey, let go of the keyboard! You did great! Let's take a look at your final score! That's the game!
I can live with that.
Way to go, player. It's like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose, as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer and go make some friends, because...
You don't know Jack!
Yeah.
Making the high scoreboard, that ought to give you a nice sense of accomplishment. Hey, if you still feel a little unfulfilled and want to keep battering away at these
I can live with that.
accolades, let me know and we'll set you up with another game.
Hallie, I've been meaning to say something to you about your...
Alright, this concludes this includes You Don't Know Jack Offline. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and take another ad, and we'll hit the third game. So, see you in about 90 or so. All right. Yeah. Another reminder that I will not be able to do a stream on Thursday. I'm just going to sit back, relax, try to enjoy things a little bit. Today, since it's going well and everything, we'll probably do a round of the 2 more games, and we're going to be done with this. All right, we are back, and yes, it's time for the 3rd game. All right, folks, what game are we going to pick today? Let's see if I can avoid rhyming myself 300 times in a row here. You know what? Let's try and see if maybe we somehow fixed Lost Code. Probably not, right? Yeah, it does not look like it's revived. Oh well. We'll do some sports instead. I keep working on I'll keep on working on trying to fix fix the Lost Code. It's not going to be easy though. Because, you know, I've tried to save this thing like 4 or 5 times. It doesn't seem to work.
Send it to my kids.
Yeah, I shaved her back. You might not recognize her. Okay.
Right, he's in the booth.
Hello, people. How you doing?
Hi, Cookie.
My name's Cookie. Welcome to our show here. How many people are going to be playing the game?
Just the one.
So you're playing with yourself, huh?
Cookie,
Sorry.
please.
Type your name in, okay?
This is not funny.
So, the other day, Helen's talking to the
hearing
host,
it.
and I...
Oh, yeah. Are you looking for a 7-question goal? Roger that. Now remember this. Your buzzer is going to be the letter B.
Visual concept of anything whatsoever.
We're losing fuel. Could we shift to the 3rd there?
20 seconds.
Hey, we got 20. All right. Question comes on the screen.
Yes.
You think you know the answer. You buzz in. You pick one of the choices on the screen. You got that?
10 seconds.
Okay, clear the set, please. Here we go. Lose the desktop. Go to black. Okay, here we go. Guys, stand by.
Steel wool and new Crappuccino.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Okay, now this is what I like to see. A bright-eyed, bushy-tailed contestant. Okay, we got one player behind the keyboard. Hey, what's the matter? Didn't you read the box? It's a party game. Whatever. You and me will party together. Let's do it.
There you go. That's the spirit.
How about it? Hit me with the cat. We're number one. We're number one. The category behind this question is...
I am Iron Man.
The right answer will get you 2 G's for this question. Everything in place? Because here she comes. Imagine baseball brothers Paul and Lloyd Wainer had formed a heavy metal rock group with hockey great Nelson Stewart. Based on their nicknames, what would have been the best name for the band? Metallica, Slayer, Poison, or Iron Maiden, dude? Hey, way to drop the ball on that one.
Oh.
Here's what you should have guessed. Paul was Big Poison, Lloyd was Little Poison, and Nelson was Old Poison. And like the band Poison, they had big hair, little musical talent, and were total posers, dude. Okay, pick a category.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, we do. We got spirit. How
And this category is, I'm just a Bill, just a lonely old Bill. Pop a right answer for this one, you got 3,000 greenbacks. Okay, get ready. This one's really hard. Which of the following lists, in order, a man who was a bounce-passing Bill, a man who passed to Bills, and a man who passes Bills? Bill Bradley, Jack Kemp, Steve Largent, Bill Bixby, William Baldwin, Will Wheaton, Bill Lambier, Sonny Bono, Steve Bono, or Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton? Former Senator Bill Bradley played pro basketball.
Yep.
Jack Kemp was a Buffalo Bills quarterback, and Steve Largent has spent some time serving in the House of Representatives. And you know, I sleep soundly at night, knowing our country is in the hands of men who can run a 4.940. Okie doke, give me a category.
I know, right?
The category is snack mix and ice. $1,000 for a right answer. All right, let's get this ball rolling. If Ralston Foods came out with a new line of Chex products based on the different types of Chex in hockey, which of the following would not be on the shelves? Poke Chex, back Chex, cross Chex, or hook Chex?
Probably back check.
Back Chex. Named after a hockey move and made from all-natural, dried, crunchy back skin. Should have picked this. There's nothing called a hook check in hockey, so there won't be any hook checks. And if you're looking for hot food for your
Well, I thought it was
hockey,
because
try
back checking is illegal or something.
All right, come on, hit me. We need a category. And the category is Most Valuable Bedfellows. And this one's going to be worth $3,000. Hey, imagine the makers of My Two Dads were casting a spin-off called My Two Most Valuable Players. If the title characters had to be played by two athletes who shared the MVP award in the same year, which of the following pairs could not be up for the lead roles? Pedro Guerrero and Ron Say, Randy White and Harvey Martin, Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky, or Willie Stargell and Keith Hernandez?
I think it's got to be Lemieux and Gretzky. They're both hockey players.
Lemieux and Gretzky have never shared an MVP award. But here's the kicker. They do have joint custody of a sweet-tempered yet often troubled teenage girl named Nicole.
Oh.
Category time. What's it gonna be?
Net, you owe me 5.
And the category is Can't Buy Me Love, but our reunion CD is on sale. All right, $3,000 is riding on this one. Ready on the trigger? Pull. If the Beatles began their career in front of a Liverpool instead of in Liverpool, England, what horrible accident might have befallen the band? A horse jumping into Ringo's drum kit, Paul falling off a rolling log into a river, a line drive cracking George's skull, or Linda McCartney singing Harmony?
It can't be 4, right?
Anyone interested in the right answer? Here you go. A Liverpool is a fence used in horse jumping events that has water at its base. And what's worse, Ringo and the horse would have to fight over who could play better. Get back, horsey. How about it? Hit me with a category. Uh-oh, Test Cuss Tits Dime Store.
Gibberish question time.
It's time for a Liquor Pistol Store.
Your category for this gibberish question is, what's he spitting? $5,000 is the opening value for this gibberish question. Now you're going to have about 30 seconds to solve this puzzle, but I'll be taking a little bit of money away every second and a half. Okay, listen up and tell me what phrase this rhymes with.
Phrase.
And remember, don't let the punctuation fool you. Hey,
a tall bear spits pies. Hey, a tall bear spit pies.
Looks like you need a hint. It's a ruling about golf shots. Okay, let's see what you got. Start.
Here you go.
An excellent round.
Arguably, that was a birdie.
Dokal, give me a category.
Under the Rim with question 7.
The category? When bad boys throw things. You get this one right, you got $2,000 coming at you. Okay, time to go through some celebrity trash. Let's see, what do we got here? I see 1, 2, 3 Wimbledon trophies, a couple of disposable razors, a red headband, some broken guitar strings, and a damaged video cassette of the movie Paper Moon. Whose stuff is this? Jimmy Connors, Andre Agassi, John McEnroe, or Bjorn Borg?
I think that's gotta be McEnroe.
John McEnroe, tennis star, Razor spokesman, part-time musician, and former companion to Tatum O'Neal. Hey, and I just found a copy of the Bad News Bears. All right. Okay, pick a category.
2, 4, 6, 8. Question 8 is jailbait. Go 8.
The name of this category is... That's a bunch of bull. This question's worth $2,001 bills. All right, pay attention. Here comes the question. If the NBA sponsored a rodeo and used Chicago Bulls players for the bull riding event, how long would opposing players have to ride them in order to earn points? 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 1 minute, or 1 hour?
It would be 8 seconds.
Opposing players would have to stay on for 8 seconds to earn points. And seeing the way Shaq rides people's backs, he should be earning points already. All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
The German judge gives a
9.
Here's the category. Losing
They like
religion or
using the
losing a
German
paycheck. Okay,
9 a lot, don't
$2,000
they?
is coming your way if you get this one. Hang on tight. Here we go. Based on the time frame of his Pro League's regular season, which one of these Christians would be committing a breach of contract for refusing to play during Lent? Christian Okoye, Christian Leitner, Christian Slater, or Todd
In
Christensen?
March. That probably would be Leitner.
He plays for the NBA, and since basketball season coincides with the time frame of Lent, Leitner would face some major fines if he stopped playing ball. And not that an NBA GM is scarier than God, but which one of these two is going to haul his ass into court? How about it? Hit me with the category. Hang 10. All right, let's see what we're doing here. It's a Cinderella story. Okay, this isn't going to be easy, but you're looking at $3,000. Imagine this scene to an upcoming sequel to Caddyshack. Carl the greenskeeper actually makes it to the Masters tournament and birdies the 11th, 12th, and 13th holes. Based on the 3 holes' collective nickname, what might he shout? Gunga la gunga, amen, cannonball, or bark like a
I
dog
believe
egg?
that would be Amen Corner.
It's in the hole! The 11th, 12th, and 13th holes at Augusta are called Amen's Corner. Oh yeah, that went all the way back to the bejesus belt. All right, round 1 is a thing of the past, so focus up and, hey, let's play 2. Okay, listen up. In round 2, everything's worth double. You understand what double means? Times 2? Okay,
Yes,
let's go.
we get it.
Category time. What's it gonna be?
U-T-L-Y. You ain't got no alibi. 11.
Here's your category. Football at the polls. And this one's gonna be worth $2,000.
All right, surely I can get this.
You feeling anxious? Me too. Let's go. Suppose that NFL teams were viewed as private citizens by the government. Based on where they play their home games, which of the following teams could vote in New York State elections? New York Jets, Buffalo Bills, New York Giants, or New England Patriots?
That would be Buffalo.
The Buffalo Bills are the only NFL team that plays its home games
Because the
within
Jets
New
and the
York State
Giants play in
boundaries.
East Rutherford, New Jersey, and the Patriots
Whoever
are
they
in
vote for always seems to lose
Massachusetts.
the big one, though. Choke. Okay, pick a category. Uh-oh, best putts fits my
Gibberish
horn.
question number 2.
Once again, it's time for a Nickerclish Rescue.
All right, now here's your category for this gibberish question. Long lines suck. The opening value for this gibberish question is $10,000. All right, to solve this puzzle, you got to think fast, because every second and a half, I'm ticking off a little bit of cash. Okay, tell me, with what sports phrase does this rhyme?
Sports
And don't let the
phrase.
punctuation fool you. We
good, no ball delay.
What, no sale at Penny's this week? Okay, here's... Ooh, you think you got it.
Yeah.
He's got the ball at the 40, the 30, the 20. We good, no more delay. Much gone.
Yep.
Okie doke, give me a category.
The thrill of victory, the agony of 13.
The category is where the rubber meets the rules. It's gonna be worth $4,000. Wipe off your finger and get it ready. Let's get busy. If the rules for using a condom were the same as those for pitching in the majors, what would you be instructed to do after disengaging the rubber? Go into a stretch position, wait for a sign, drop your hands to your sides, or relax and enjoy a cigarette. Let's see what a good player would have answered. Drop your hands to your sides.
Oh.
Huh. I guess cuddling's not encouraged in the majors.
All right, come on, hit me. We need a category.
All sports, all the time. You're tuned to 14.
This one's gonna be, can't we just call him Moose? And this is $4,000 here. Hope you're ready, because here's one coming at you. Based on his performance in a 1974 Yankees-Tigers baseball game, what cruel nickname might Greg Nettles' teammates have given him? Corky, Butthead, Wrong Way, or Tootie?
It's never Tootie.
And here's the right answer.
Corky.
When he made contact with a pitch, the top of Nettles' bat came off, revealing a cork center. He swears it was a mistake, though. He meant to use the bat with a tasty cream filling.
Oh.
Category time.
Sure.
What's it gonna be?
It's question 15. It's question 15.
And the category is Divine Intervention and the NFL. And this one's $4,000 for a right answer. Okay, coming at you. Heads up. If the NFL were to assemble a personal highlights film for God, which of the following famous football moments could it not contain? The Immaculate Reception, the Lord's Prayer, the Hail Mary, or the Holy Roller? This is the correct answer. The Lord's Player. There's never been a Lord's Player, although I do remember seeing guys get nailed into the goalpost plenty of times. Okay, pick a category.
Give me a 6. 6. Give me a team. 16.
And the category is only the goalie can pick up the tab.
Yep, only the goalie
I'll
can
pay
pick
you
up the tab.
$4,000
Gotcha.
if you get this one right. Imagine you're enjoying a couple of after-dinner drinks with soccer great Billy Gonzalez, and he offers to pick up the next round of Brandy Alexanders. When Billy returns with the Brandy Alexander, you see the bartender has forgotten the nutmeg. Being the soccer nut he is, what does Billy do when you ask him to give your drink a little nutmeg? He passes it to himself between your legs, he kicks it to you from the corner of the bar, he heads it to you, or he drops his drawers.
Nutmeg.
Let's take a look at the correct answer. When a soccer player dribbles the ball through an opponent's legs and regains possession, it's called a nutmeg. Any other dribbling that goes on between a player's legs should be checked out by a professional.
Huh. Okay.
How about it? Hit me with a category.
All right, let's see if we can try to get back on the right side of
you're gonna be
things
pretty
here.
good if you get this one. It's worth $6,000. Hey, sports nut, it's January 1st, and you know you're not going to see your significant other much today because of all the college football and TV, so you decide to get him or her something to make up for it. If you give your significant other a dozen roses that are as old as the Rose Bowl, when would they have been planted? 1777, 1875, 1902, or 1969?
Ooh. I'm going to guess 1902.
The Rose Bowl was first played on January 1st, 1902.
I don't think college football was there in 1875
the
yet.
divorce was filed for on January 2nd, 1902. Okie doke, give me a category.
How many holes in golf?
18.
The category behind this question is football fundamentalists. I'm paying out $2,000 if you get this one right. Now imagine a football game held on the grounds of the Playboy Mansion. If quarterback Hugh Hefner sends all of his bunny blockers to the left and hands off to Miss October running to the right, what kind of play is he attempting? An end around, a naked reverse, a give and go, or a handoff to the split end? When the ball carrier runs in the opposite direction as the blocking, it's known as a naked reverse. And with Miss October in the lineup, I'm sure there are plenty of illegal use of hands penalties.
I'll take your
Category
word for
time.
it.
What's it gonna be?
19 here. Get your ice cold 19.
The category? Doing it on the floor. And we are talking 4,000 big ones. Get ready to buzz, because here it comes. Say Brooke Shields wants to make her house more homey for guy pal Andre Agassi, so she covers all the floors with surfaces used in professional tennis. Which of the following would she not use? Parquet, artificial turf, grass,
Parquet is
or
a
red
basketball
clay?
thing.
Parquet is not a surface on which professional tennis is played. But it is great to slide on in your socks. Speaking of slide, how's the film career, Brooke? All right, come on, hit me. We need a category. 20! The category is the Cereal Bowl games. And this one shouldn't be too tough. 4K for this one. On your marks, get set. Here's the question. Because there's no NCAA Division I school that uses this creature as a mascot, which of these cereal spokes figures would be least likely to fill in as a cheerleader at one of the games? Lucky the Leprechaun, the Trix Rabbit, Tony the Tiger, or the Honey Nut Bee?
I don't think there's any team named the Bees.
No, the Bee could work for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, the
Oh.
college team with a touch of sweet honey.
Crap.
And let's see the correct answer. No rabbits in Division I.
Silly rabbit. Division I mascotting is for large, intimidating creatures.
Okay.
Go, give me a category.
It's the Jackaroony Attackaroony. Buzz in when 2 words match and I'll give you $2,000. Buzz in when they don't match and I'll take away $2,000.
Got it.
Remember, it's not any old match we're looking for. Remember the clue. It's the one that fits this clue. Scoring by the numbers. Do you think you're gonna score in this attack? Let's find out.
Extra points? Oh, a free throw is 1 point. What do you do that for? Safety is 2 points. There you go. 3 is a field goal. Okay, if I can quit hitting every time it says free throw, it'll be okay. Rugby union try is 4. There you go. That's a football touchdown. Perfect score in diving. Also in gymnastics. First point in tennis.
Nice move! You scored big on that Jack Attack. Let's check out your final score. That's the game.
Alright, that did good for sports.
All right, nice going. I think you found your niche. Not that worthless sports trivia is going to help you find a decent job or anything, but who knows? Now, I'll tell you what I do know.
You don't know Jack!
Okay, great show. Cue commercials. Thank you. Cookie, what's going on with the contestants?
Listen, excuse me, whenever you feel like playing again, you just gotta let me know, alright?
Alright, gotcha. That concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack Sports. If you like what you saw there, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread that word. This is Ticket Squeeze Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Alright, that's 3 games. 4th is on its way. I will see you in 90 seconds, unless something crazy happens. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the follow, Laftas. Oh my god. Alright, I gotcha. Yeah, well, I was not expecting a raid to happen. But I appreciate it all the same. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the raid. I definitely appreciate that. It looks like I'll be saying it again in a couple seconds. And we're back. Bam. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. I do Old School Jack. I do a little bit of Outside the Park Baseball. Of course, we all know who Andy is. Thanks for the raid again. And thank you for that follow, Lafta. We got one more game in us before we're going to pull the plug ourselves. And that, of course, is going to be the re-ride. There you go. All right. Now let's just get this thing in gear here and we'll be ready to take off. There we go. The main thing here is, yes, I am actually just doing... I normally do 4 games. Sometimes it depends on what days I can come up with, based on days off and the like. And today, it's happens to be Sunday. Alright, looks like it's ready to go. Hey Chelsea, how's it going? Good afternoon from my area. I'm not sure where it is where you're at. Probably evening? You are indeed the greatest raid machine on Twitch. I will say this much. That's my stepdad's team. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you.
Hello, you're playing the re-ride. Tickets, please? Does that mean the arcade has just opened? Let's see how many coins you are taking out today.
We shall see.
Is this your first time on the re-ride?
Nope.
The team will be pleased. They are quite tired of having to spell everything out to all those newbies. Here are your buzzers for this game.
Of course, that's the spacebar and the
Before you
return.
go, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games.
Yeah, do not assume or say that you're pissed about a question.
Please wait until the elevator has come to a full stop before you disembark.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture
we're
collide.
good on ads, by the way.
This episode of The Re-Ride is brought to you by the Boston Tea House. If you act good
It is
to
a
us,
fan
we'll
game.
do your tea in the f***ing harbor.
Yep.
And now, ladies, not ladies, gamers, and millennials, please welcome Sam Feely.
Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Yankee Doodle Dumbass, let me tell you something, kid. You can take your pinstripes and your 27 World Series rings and shove them straight up your ass. Even with the Red Sox front office playing Moneyball every winter, you still can't win one f***ing World Series game without a couple of dipshits trying to mug our boy Mookie, you hot on? Okay, massholes, it's time to do a cool hundo on the Mass Pike without your blinker on a one-way ride to the greatest city in the universe, Boston, Massachusetts, kid.
Pick a value, and we call this one.
Yeah, in Boston. Speak Bostonian. Okay, kid, this question's all about the sexiest accent in the world, the Boston accent, which I am now going to stop doing or else my throat is going to turn to sandpaper. I have never felt more personally offended than this one time a stranger told me they liked my Boston accent, and I said, wow, thanks for letting me know I need to get tested for strep. Anyway.
No. I'm done watching you turn this show into the Sam Feely Auto-Fellatio Extravaganza.
I take that back. This is the time I felt most offended.
Baseball and pro wrestling questions on every floor, constant blabbering about your gambling, droning monologues about your love life, and now an entire episode about your hometown. What do you think this is, your personal soapbox or something? You think the people are here for you? And you're the one talking about dishonoring the franchise?
If you don't shut the f*** up and get the f*** out of here right now, I swear to God I'm gonna find some way to get this trapdoor open again.
I'm not leaving.
Tyler!
I'm done babysitting you two. I'm not your mom. Get it sorted out. Punch each other in the face if you need to.
I'm reading the choices for this one. You are not doing your stupid Boston thing.
Oh, you'll get a stupid Boston thing right across your... Never mind. Question. Which of the following pairs of phrases is not pronounced the same in a traditional Boston accent? Here, go ahead, read them.
You're damn right I will. Cheetah and cheater, robot and robot, logger and logger, or the spa is here and the spar is here.
Cheetahs never prosper. Sorry, I had to get that one out of my system.
Okay, say him then.
What, in my stupid Boston thing?
Yeah.
Screw you, I'm not your lapdog.
It's for the question, for Christ's sake.
The Boston accent is non-rhotic, has the linking R and the cot-caught merger, but not the father-bother merger, so logger and logger are pronounced differently.
Ugh, God.
You're not good at many things, but you sure are real good at sucking the fun out of all this.
I'd rather suck the fun out of your self-indulgent bullshit than allow you to suck the fun out of this game for everyone who's playing it.
Hold up, self-indulgent bullshit? Do you expect me to take this shit from you after your dumb, unexpected episode?
Next question.
Something, big bucks.
For your consideration, supermassive masshole. With a strong sense of local identity comes interstate feuds and animosity. As a native of Boston, if you, probably a New Yorker, call me a masshole, I'd kick you in the shins. I'll show you what mass is. What does the theory of relativity not tell me about the mass of a masshole? It's equal to energy divided by the speed of light squared. The amount changes depending on our relative speeds. If they move at the speed of light, then they must have no mass, or mass is the same for all frames of reference.
I'd like a money sandwich. Hold the bread.
The speed of light in a vacuum is the only thing that remains constant regardless of frame of reference.
The only thing that remains constant, even apart from how much of a massive tit this particular masshole here is?
I am 3 seconds away from calling a real cop on you if you don't watch your mouth.
Wow.
Rise and shine, millennial. Hunting Putin's poutine. This is a damn gibberish question, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Listen, I bear no responsibility for what happens here. None whatsoever. None! I don't know anyone who's ever liked these stupid f***ing things. They've only gotten worse as the years have gone on. Here's what this category is really called.
Drinking and driving with the Fast and the Furious.
Scared money don't make money, so buzz in quick if you want to win big. And now you must tell me what slogan this rhymes with. Derek, my fun's on drunk Vin. And if you haven't figured it out after 3 decades of these things, the punctuation does not matter. Look, I can respect cutting off people trying to spout gibberish in real life, but that's not how it works here. Need to stay awake at the keyboard a little longer? Just remember, Derek, my fun's on Drunkvin. I used to run on Dunkin', but after they got rid of all my favorite bagel and iced coffee flavors, now I run on the same thing every successful entrepreneur does. Amphetamines.
Wait, that's how you made your money?
It's a f***ing joke, you hot on! Now's the time to... It's honest work. Try this on for size.
Yeah. We gotta do a little better than this.
That's a lot of chafed nipples. You know that joke about the guy whose doctor says, from now on, you need to run 2 miles from your house every day, and the guy calls the doctor 5 days later and says, I feel great, but now I'm 10 miles away from my house? Yeah, I didn't think it was funny either.
And you'd know.
Gee, you're being real valuable standing there and doing nothing but heckling. Our better players are real glad you're here.
Now get to the point already.
If the guy ran the entire length of the Boston Marathon instead, which punchline would correctly complete the joke? And now I'm 76 miles away from my house. And now I'm 131 miles away from my house. And now I'm 165 miles away from my house. Or, and now I'm 250 miles away from my house. Since 1924, the length of the Boston Marathon has been 26.2 miles. 26.2 times 5 is 131.
Oh, yeah.
And the joke's still not funny.
Gotcha.
How much is this one worth? Today's special? Living out my daily fantasies. Tired of the deluge of sports betting commercials on TV? Well, they ain't stopping anytime soon. You can thank Boston-based company DraftKings in part for that.
Oh, a sports-related gambling question on the Boston floor.
Up.
It's the Sam Feely self-indulgence trifecta. Now we just need to find some way to cram pro wrestling into this as well.
Will you shut the up already? Tyler, can you, do something about this guy?
I'll cut down the heckler. If you don't have anything valuable to say, get out.
Fine.
So, what are you waiting for? Get out!
I told you I'm not leaving.
Let's get the question. Suppose DraftKings offered daily fantasy sports for sports from fantasy novels. Since it's the new name for the real-life sport based on Quidditch, which of these might you hear in a DraftKings commercial? Make your best broomball bets, get your quad ball quick fix, snag the snitch ball prizes, or which Ditch team are you with?
I think it's quad ball now.
To distance the sport from Warner Brothers copyright lawyers and from J.K. Rowling, Muggle Quidditch changed its name to Quad Ball in 2022. But if sports books can find people to bet on 2nd Division Icelandic team handball, they can find suckers to bet on this crap.
So have you bet on it?
I'm the man whose vast amounts of cash, in part from sports betting winnings, are currently keeping this turd of yours afloat. You have no right to criticize my financial decisions.
So, is that a yes?
Next question. Okay, but see, this is how it's done.
All right.
And here's what we're doing next. Big green monsters that don't come from your sinuses.
Sports question?
You've heard of the Green Monster, right? That giant wall in Fenway Park's left field? Shut up!
What? I didn't say anything.
I could hear you thinking it. Another sports question.
Well, am I wrong?
Anyway, Green Monster. Suppose Fenway Park replaced its giant green monster with 37-foot tall stacks of green magazine. What might you hear the play-by-play announcer say during a Red Sox home game? Aaron Judge is held to a long single thanks to industrial laundry trends. The ball takes a wild carom off some vegan recipes. Raffy Devers sends it over the cryptocurrency news. Or it's a wall ball double thanks to the fine folks at John Deere.
I think it's John Deere.
Green Magazine is the official magazine of the John Deere Company. Baseball and tractors. The only way that question could be more American is if a blonde stripper was riding that tractor while eating a triple-stack cheeseburger with 2 apple pies instead of a sesame seed bun. What?
Nothing. It was a funny joke. I had a chuckle.
Are you taking the piss?
No, seriously, it was funny. Keep going.
Okay, friend. And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Oh, this or that time.
It's time for the one, the only
That's
Dis or
close to
Dat.
9,000, by the way. Could have used it.
And this Dis or Dat goes by the name of Kick, Flog, It's All in the Mind. Top of the morning to you. I'm going to list off 7 song titles, and for each one, I would love for you to tell me if it's by Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly.
Oh, great.
You cash in for each one you get right, and you lose out for each one you get wrong or don't get to at all. You've got 30 seconds until the wire fills up to get all 7. And let's dance. What's left of the flag? Going out in style. Take him down. Don't shut him down. Don't tear us apart. Requiem for a Dying Song. Kiss Me, I'm Shit-Faced. Ooh, so close to perfect. Maybe one less Jameson at your next happy hour, alright?
Yeah.
Well, you're clearly beating yourself. Okay, how much money am I giving away? Nothing too spicy, just the right temperature. Here's what we're cooking. Send this to 10 daddies who give you company. Ah!
What?
Who the wrote that category? Holy shit! I'm gonna have to take 5 showers after this game. There's still 3 questions left after this one.
We need to have a chat with someone after this.
Anyway, here's a question about the ubiquitous New England gas station chain, Cumberland Farms. If Cumberland Farms opened a store in the Cumberland Gap, where could you stop for gas and $1.29 iced coffee? In the Appalachian Mountains, in the Pacific Ocean, on the Panama-Columbia border, or between someone's teeth?
That'd be the Appalachian Mountains.
The Cumberland Gap is a passage in the Appalachian Mountains at the tri-point of Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky that made westward expansion possible for American settlers. And if you want to know the real reason everyone went to the Cumberland Gap...
Sam.
What?
Don't read that one.
Why?
I looked at the script. Look here, just past what the prompter's showing.
Oh my God! That's worse than the category!
Yeah.
We are firing a motherfucker after this episode.
Yes, we are.
Are we bonding?
Hit your buzzer and let's... I believe this is what the kids call a bruh moment. And now the category. The Battle of Drunkard Hill.
Okay, I gave this one a thorough read during the value picker. You're good. Carry on.
Thanks, I guess. I think I can carry myself here, but I appreciate the thought. Anyway, if you walk down Boston's Freedom Trail, which of the following would you not see? 2 drunks fighting at the site of the nation's first town meeting, a drunk guy urinating in front of Paul Revere's house, drunks doing belly flops off the deck of the USS Constitution, or a bunch of drunks flipping off the first executive mansion.
I think it would be the executive mansion one.
Faneuil Hall, Paul Revere's house, and the warship known as Old Ironsides are on the Freedom Trail. The first president's house is not.
I think it's Philly.
If you want to see the first executive mansion, you'll have to go to Philadelphia. And if you want to see 2 drunks passed out in the presidential bedroom, make sure you go during an Eagles home game.
And if you want to see them trash the bedroom along with the rest of their city, you go after the rare occasions where they manage to win anything worth a shit.
Like the Super Bowl?
Nice. I do love me some Philly slander. Hit your buzzer to set the... It's a living. Here's the category. Cheers, where everybody laughs at your name. We're rocking and we're rolling. If all the characters on the sitcom Cheers had associative prosopagnosia, which of these lyrics would most likely follow where everybody knows your name in the show's iconic theme song? And they have traumatic flashbacks from hearing it as soon as they hear a song they associate with it, but nobody can associate it with your face, or but they forget it after a few days.
Prosopagnosia.
Prosopagnosia is also known as face blindness. The aperceptive type means you can't recognize faces at all, while the more common associative type means you can, but have a really hard time putting names to faces. which essentially describes my entire sports broadcasting career. If someone from one of the teams I cover approaches me on the street and they're not wearing their uniform, my brain blue screens.
Well, I have always wondered how sportscasters keep everyone apart in the first place. They all just look like ants to me from the camera's perspective.
Well, when you've been doing it as long as I have, you know what to look for. You quickly associate jersey numbers with names, you have stats and spotting charts in front of you, you talk to the players and coaches in between games to get inside the team's minds, and so on.
You do all that? All while talking and saying stuff that's actually of value?
That's the job.
Huh. Oh, not bad.
Thanks.
Jack Attack?
Jack Attack.
Yeah, Jack Attack.
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a value.
Not quite. I'll have to look up Quad Pod after
It's the Boston floor. You knew we had to break out the bagpipes, and now your clue. Who's the Bostonian? Make your mother proud on this one. Good luck, kid.
Casey Affleck. Electricity. Oh, it's Frank. It is Franklin. Poe. He wrote The Raven. Happy Miss Club, Bob. Jennifer Coolidge. Yeah, 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 yeah! That's that one. There you go. Ben Franklin. Could have done better, but we'll take it.
And that's a wrap. Good job, you two. See you next week.
What do you mean, you two? What did he do other than heckle me and take up space?
I did kind of save you from reading out some vile shit during the Cumberland question.
Yeah, okay, I suppose you did. So you did one thing other than heckle and take up space. Where do I send the medal?
Yes, all right. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I still think we do too many sports and gambling questions since you've taken over, but I suppose I could have gone about expressing that a little differently.
You don't say.
I'll let you do your thing from now on. It's certainly a hell of a lot better than the vast majority of other options out there for this gig.
Hallelujah.
But I'd like to ask you one thing.
What?
Please just admit that you were out of line too.
With what?
You know, barging into the booth over and over, staging a mutiny among the writers, hiring a fake cop, dropping me down a trapdoor.
I still think you were doing a lousy job of running this operation, but I suppose I could have gone about that a little differently too.
Thank you.
I guess it's never too late to switch from the wrong foot to the right one.
Yeah, I'd say I agree with that. Listen, Tyler and I usually grab a few drinks from this place, Clark's. It's like a block or two away after work. Maybe you'd like to tag along this week? They even do sports betting, and the talk around the town is that Clark sucks at setting odds.
I've had worse plans for a Saturday night.
Cool. Just need to grab a few things from my office.
Okay, but when you say he sucks, how bad are we talking? Like, am I going to have to bail him out financially too?
All right. Oh, no, you don't. This concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack, the Rewrite Boston. If you like what you saw here, be sure to put a comment in the section below. Leave a like in the video. Spread the word. This is Tickets Please Gaming, and that arcade is now closed. Right next to the car at Harvard Yard. Okay. I think it's time we raid somebody. It was really nice of Andy for him to actually raid and everything. I think it's going to be nice of me to drop my own version of a raid here. I've already raided him a couple times, but I feel like this would be perfect way to spread the love and everything. All right. It looks like he's in the middle of the Jackbox. I can't think of it right away, but we'll go ahead and get things going here. Thanks for watching. Probably going to take off next week. Be sure to check out my Twitter, and I will let you know when I stream again. Oh, okay. Let me just... Give me 1 second here. I need to do one more thing. And we just need to end stream, and bam, that takes care of you. Boom. And now we raid the other one.